Hello Aces and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So this one is going to be the Rhm Borsig Waffentrager. So this is a World War II German tank. So this was a highly requested tank for me to build. A lot of you guys wanted it, so I built it. So I was doing research on this tank, so I can't really tell you much about this because I couldn't really find anything. The only thing I actually found is that it's in the game World of Tanks. If you've ever played that, you should know this tank. And if you do want to see World of Tanks on the channel, please make sure to let me know in the comments and we can start up a Let's Play. So this tank, I also do not know the size of it. So I kind of based the size off some of the pictures and stuff. But I actually mostly based it off the size of like how much wheels it has. And then I just had the parts that are sticking out basically by one, and then I made the gun and everything. So yeah, this is a fairly big tank. You actually do get quite a bit of room, and this is actually different from other tanks because most tanks it's actually all closed in. This one is actually quite open, and as you can see, you do actually get quite a bit of room. And I also added in these little seats. Now I don't know if the actual tank had that, but I decided to add them anyway because you know it's Minecraft. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, this is my version of this tank. This tank will be divided up into three parts. So this is the first part, which is the introduction to it. And then we're actually going to build the main tank, and then at the very end we're going to put all these little details that you see on it. So like this back detail right here, these lights and stuff. These and the front, these are all optional pieces. You don't have to put them. But if you do want to build this tank, the main materials you'll be needing is nether brick slab, cobblestone wall, buttons. You don't need a grass block. You'll actually be needing nether brick stairs. You'll be needing light gray wool, black hardened clay or any black material such as the black wool, obsidian coal. You'll also be needing brown hardened clay, oak wood fence, stone slab, and for some optional details, like for all the details at the end, you will be needing oak wood fence, which we already actually have, so I can get rid of that. Iron bars, item frames, block of redstone, glowstone, ladder, chest, and crafting table. So anyways, I'm going to go over here and we will begin. And one more thing too, we'll be needing our gray wool. Okay, so for the first part of the tank, we are going to be building the tracks. Now I'm going to get it even with this one, so it makes it a lot easier for me. So you're going to have one slab right here. This is going to be 13 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Then you're going to double up every second one. So you're pretty much just going to put one, skip one, put one, skip one. That's all you're going to do, and do it all the way down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to leave a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on your sixth one, you're going to have a slab here. 13 again. So you can pretty much just add it down to here and build it every second one. Put doubles. And then you can get rid of this. Then you're going to have a slab on the each ends of it. So you have a slab there, slab here, slab there, and one on the front. And then you're going to grab your gray wool, and you're going to put one here, and keep it there because this is actually the first wheel. You're going to have your nether brick stairs there. You're going to have them on all four sides. I recommend putting them on all four sides before, just like that. So that's how that should look. And then you're just going to put gray right here on every second one. And then you're going to grab your buttons and put them all on the sides. So you can do the same thing on this side, and put your buttons on the gray wool. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have a slab right here, and you're going to follow the exact same pattern. So the easiest way to do this is just drag this all the way down to the front. And where you got this full block, you're just going to basically you're going to mirror it on the top, pretty much. Oops. So just like that, that's how it should look. You do the same thing for here. and you're going to do the exact same thing. And also, to mention too, do not put buttons on the insides, because that's actually where your floor is going to go. So there we go. There's your track. So now we will continue on with this tank. We're going to put in the floor, and then we'll start building all this up. Okay, so before we put in our floor, you guys are going to have to see which side do you want your front and your back to face. So my back is facing that way. My front is going to be facing this way. The reason is because the back actually extends out by 1, and the front doesn't. It just stays in like this. So this is going to be my front, that's going to be my back. So we're going to start from the back first. So you're just going to basically connect them across, and you're going to put another one here, and then there's going to be one more set coming out. So it's going to stick out by 1. And then on the front, you're just going to have one here, and you're going to connect all these. And then all you guys got to do is fill this in, but it's actually going to be a double slab. So you're going to have, I'm just going to fill in maybe 3 blocks out of this. So like that, and then you're just going to basically put a layer of slabs on top of it, just like this. So go ahead, fill all this in, put it with double slabs, and we will get started on actually building this whole entire piece right here. Okay, so when you're done, this is what your floor should look like. So now we are going to, what we're actually going to do is build this part first, because this will just make it a lot easier. So we're going to build this all first, and then we're going to start by doing the front and the back, and they're all really, really easy. It's basically just step patterns and everything. So yeah, and then we'll be basically putting the main gun, and then we'll be finished this tank. So you guys are doing good if you made it this far. Okay, so the way to figure this out, to put in this piece, you're going to come right to the front of the tank, where you got this slab right here. You're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on your 7th one is where your first block's going to go. So you're going to put your light gray piece of wool here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that's your 7th one. So on your 7th one, we'll do it we'll do the same thing on the other side, and it should be it's not exactly even, but it should be kind of where this middle piece is, so like right about here. Just count in 3 wheels, and basically around on top of the 4th one is going to be your first block, just to make it easier, in case you guys are getting confused. So then you're going to extend this out by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to have it just like that, and do the same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you're going to do is we are going to have a 1, and then a 1. No, we're not actually. This part is a bit tricky here. So this is raised up by 2 in total. But leave this one, there's going to be a slab right on this piece. And then it's going to be up by 1 more. Just like that. And that's up by 2. And that is how it should be. And then there's going to be a block in between right here. So do the same thing on the other side. So 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should just be 4. And then there's going to be 3 built up here. And this slab is just a 1. So you're going to put this block is just a 1. So you're going to put a slab on top. And then you're going to have another block right into here. And get rid of that. And then what you could just do is connect them. And then just connect that by 2, but leave this one and put a slab right into here. This is going to be for the gun part. And then what you can do now is put your slabs in on the 2, and then you're just going to have 1, 2. You have just 1, 2 of slabs and 1, 2. Actually, the slabs go all over top, I think. Let me just check to make sure. No, we actually leave 1 in the back. So the one on the back, just leave it. And there you go. There's kind of the actual shield part. So you guys can already see kind of the room you get in here. Of course, we're not done this back end yet, but you do get quite a bit of room in here. So now the next part we're going to do is we're actually going to do the back first, and then we're going to go do the front, and then we're going to put in the gun, and we'll be finished. Okay, so coming to the back of the tank, what you're going to do is you're just going to have your stone slabs going all the way down, and then you're going to drop it by one here. So basically how we did that is place them up until this last one, put one here, and put one down, so it should just be a double, but you can delete the top one, and there you go. You got one on the bottom. So you basically just drag this all the way across, and you do the same thing, and there you go. And then all you have to do is make a step pattern, so you have to put some blocks here. This one you will have to raise up, and this will delete, and you're going to have to replace it. So you're going to put in another one. And you're just going to place in one more. And then what you can do too is just fill all this in. And I just want to see how much it goes up. Okay, so it goes up by one more. So right about here is where it goes up, and then it's just a 2, and this pretty much just connects into here. And I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. This can be a bit tricky. Yep, this is perfect. And then all you gotta do is basically, if you want extra room, you can keep it, but I'm not really going to be doing anything to this tank, so I'm just going to fill in all this space. But you guys can leave this if you want for extra storage. But this is how much room you guys do have, and you can also put in maybe 2 slabs right here, just to kind of make that look nicer. And there you go. So now, we'll be doing the front end. Okay, so for the front, it's very similar to the back. What you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing as we did on the back, so you're just going to drag this all the way down and put one more. You're going to do the same thing and do that. But you're going to place in one more slab here and one more slab right here. And then you're going to place some slabs on top of here. And then this is how your step pattern is going to start. So the easiest way you can do it too is you can just put it on top of this one and do that. And you're just going to drag this across like that, and right here. And right here you don't really need to put anything, so you can just fill all this in. Just like that. And it goes up by, actually that's it. And then pretty much it just connects all in here. You could fill up all this if you want to. Or if not, then I would just recommend filling it this so it doesn't like have like the whole stick. You can see kind of through or anything. So fill up that, because then it'll make it look more like it's covered. And this section is supposed to be empty because that's where we're going to put in everything. So you're basically just going to build over top. And there you go. There's the front end. So now all we need to do is just the gun, and we'll be finished. Okay, so come on the inside of the tank. We're actually going to make these stairs right here. You also could put ladders if you really wanted to, if you wanted to save room. But stairs look kind of nicer, so you're going to leave this top block. You're going to put one here, here, and here. And you're just going to fill these up like that. And the same thing, 1, 2, so it just should be 3 down, and then you're just going to have your blocks just like that. And there's your stairs. Now we're going to get on to the gun. Alright, so to build the gun, what you're going to do is put it right in the center, so it pretty much should just be right even with this, and it should just be 2 and 2. You're going to build this up by 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to go back 1, up 1. You're going to put 2 to the sides, 2 to that side, 2 to this side. You're going to have 1 here, and then you're just going to build this up here. You're going to have slabs on top of this. And then you're going to have you can have your seats right here and right there. And then you're going to have your black wool or black stained clay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just should be right in line here. And then you're going to put an extra 13 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I have to recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then you're just going to put a button. What you also could do, another cool little idea, is to put a dispenser, and you can make it fire charges or arrows or whatever you want, but that would be something cool. I'm not going to do it because, well, it will take too long. And what you also need to do too is just put 2 more right here. I guess this is something like a smaller gun or so. And then all you're going to do is just place buttons going around here. So see, there's a button. There's no button on this, but actually there's going to be a slab right on top of here. And then right on these sides, you're just going to place 3 buttons and 3 buttons. And that finishes the tank. Now all we need left to do is just the details. Okay, so for the final detailing section, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the back. You're just going to grab your ladders, and you're going to put one here and one here. This is just to kind of climb up into the tank, so you can like kind of do this and get into it. And then you are going to put in 3 iron bars going across like that. And just for some little tail lights, you're just going to put some item frames on each of the ends right here. And then you're just going to put in a block of redstone on each of them. And then you're just going to grab your fence posts. You're going to put one here, one here. You also could put these on top of the fence, but I decided not to do that. So if we come to the front of the tank, you're going to do the same thing and put one here, but you're going to actually put your headlights. I put headlights on this thing. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do this, but it's always kind of nice to have it. You're going to put your glowstone here and item frames. Now unfortunately though, if you look at it from a side view, the item frames do not look like they actually attach into the wood. But what you're going to do next is put iron bars here and here, and then you're just going to have your fence 1, 2, and 3. This is supposed to act like a little pulling thing, so if one of the tanks I guess got stuck, you'd be able to hook it on and pull it out, and that looks like a lot like a face. Yep. So and then coming on the inside, what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 going up. And I actually don't think I built this gun right. Let me just take a look at what I did. Oh, I see. Okay. So I did make a slight mistake before, actually. So right here, you're just going to actually add an extra piece right here. Well, I didn't make a mistake, I just forgot about this. And then you're just going to put your ladders on here. You're going to grab an item frame, put it right here, and then a black stained clay. You're going to put one here. This is just for like a little seat cushion and seat rests. You're going to do the same on the other side. Now this one, unfortunately, you can't really sit in it because of this thing in the way. You could also take this off, but you guys get one seat to sit in, and you will also be needing a lever. You're just going to put one here, and one right here. And that, I believe, finishes the tank. Okay guys, that finishes this tutorial on the Rhm Borsig Waffentrager. So, if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, like always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, if you found this entertaining. Subscribe if you want to see more of these awesome, cool builds, and also comment if you want to leave me some feedback on this build of what you thought about it, or if you have anything to request from me, like your favorite type of airplane, tank, whatever. I'll be sure to check it out and hopefully be able to build it for you soon. You'll hope to have it soon. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.